Hello and welcome to another FIFA 18 career mode details video here on DexterityBox. It's finally happened, we actually have some official details about the career mode in FIFA 18. So this video isn't about leaks or footage I can't show for once, this information is directly from EA, so let's get into it. So the first piece of information is the thing everyone had been really excited about when it leaked, and that is the interactive transfer negotiations. The transfer negotiation process has been completely overhauled to create immersive real-time transfer and contract negotiations. The new transfer hub in the career mode main menu lets you keep track of all your transfer targets and listed players, and utilize the interactive transfer negotiation system. With interactive decision wheels, you can now negotiate in person with opposing club and player representatives, including managers and agents, to strike a deal for that must-have addition to your squad. You can also delegate the negotiations to your assistant from the new transfers hub if you don't want to be present in the talks. To begin negotiations for a player, enter the transfer hub, select a player from your shortlist and make an approach. Once you enter those negotiations, there are 2 steps to concluding a transfer. Meet in person in your office with the manager or a representative of the selling club to arrange a fee for the player. Using the new decision wheel, you'll be able to submit an offer fee, and even include optional conditions such as sell-on clauses. Submit the offer and you'll begin the dialogue with the opposing manager, who will either accept, reject or counter your offer. New AI negotiations mean opposition managers will engage with dynamic and varied responses to get the best deal for their club. Once an agreement has been made on the transfer price, you can negotiate directly with the player and his agent. You will determine not just the player's wage and contract length, but also his role in the squad, release clauses, and newly added bonuses, appearances, goal and clean sheet bonuses, as you offer and counter offer to strike a deal with the player. So, a couple of points to make from this. One being that I saw a lot of commenters on my last video talking about how boring these transfer negotiations will be when we're used to them and will perhaps become quite annoying. I do agree with this. What is great, however, is it seems that EA have thought about this, and through the delegate to buy function, you can send an assistant to deal with the transfer for you, which I assume will work very similar to the way that the old transfer system works. So this would be nice to go back to once the novelty of the new transfers has worn off. Being a championship player, the ominous text stating you'll meet in person with the manager or representative of the club to discuss the transfer is a little bit frustrating. As you know, outside the top flights, we're going to get a lot of the same representative that miraculously works at many different clubs, but might just happen to have a different hairstyle or mustache. I really like the fact that contract clauses are becoming a thing and you can offer much more and go into much more detail when signing a player. I believe this will be quite game-changing and make the players seem a lot less annoying once they know what's actually expected of them, and they won't keep asking for more money and transfers. Well, maybe they will, they are footballers. Okay, moving on to dynamic news clips powered by Frostbite. Once a deal has been completed with both the club and the player, they'll be transferred to your team. In FIFA 18 career mode, all club and player dealings, as well as important news throughout the football world, will be featured using a new technology that generates news clips that are catalogued in the career mode main menu. For example, when players move clubs, you'll now see dynamic representations of their announcement and unveiling, including billboards, lineup shots with their new teammates, and press conference presentations with their new manager. In addition to transfer dealings, you'll also see new visuals when players win their League's Player of the Month award, and when your team wins a title or cup. This information links to one of my recent videos about career mode awards. It does seem that the new visuals will play a big part in the new career mode. I'm excited to see much more immersive detail around transfers. However, I can imagine it's going to get a bit crazy when it's free transfer season and you sign a full 11 of absolute world beaters on free transfers, and then there's loads of a fanfare, and there's awards, and there's reveals, not awards, you know what I mean, just billboards and lineup shots of all these players that are brand new. It's going to get a little bit unrealistic, but that's what FIFA gets after a while. Moving on to training. With 15 plus new skill games in FIFA 18, there's more variety when you come to squad training and player development. Create preset drills and assign them to certain players or specific groups, allowing you to model your development strategy of your own players to enhance player attributes or manage a player's return from injury. Nothing too exciting to talk about here, I don't think. New skill games will be fun for those who don't simulate them all just like me. It's interesting that you can create your own drills. I can see that being really beneficial to players that like that sort of thing. The most interesting thing to me here is about being able to manage a player's return from injury. I'm really intrigued to see what this means and whether better training means less wait time for injured players. Still no news on more training slots though, so what's going on with that, EA? Next up is quick subs. For the first time, you can easily make changes in-game without having to pause the match with new context-based subs, manage using preset substitutions before a game in team management, or take advantage of contextual substitutions with in-game prompts. respond to a conceding goal or missing a chance with a quick sub to get back on the front foot without having to leave a match. That's pretty self-explanatory in my opinion. This is a feature that I'm sure many of us will use and it will just become part of the game, but it's not something I've ever really seen anyone ask for within the game itself or in wish lists or anything like that, but it could be useful. You don't have to pause a menu. That'll work with online play. I can imagine it'll be quite good if it is online play and it's a feature across the board. Moving on now to team styles. New team styles come to life within FIFA 18 career mode as you immediately recognise some of the world's best known tactics on the pitch. You'll see clubs' authentic playing styles recreated and feel a change in defensive and attacking approaches when you choose a new team or take on a new opponent throughout your career. Hear adaptive commentary which references teams' styles of play. I don't really have much to say on this myself. I'm guessing it will just utilise default formations and tactics and represent the feel of how those teams should play in real life, maybe? That's the only way I can see it working, with the players themselves being so interchangeable in career mode. Obviously, a team's not the same because career modes go really quickly and within like an hour's play you're already halfway through a season. I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. New adaptive commentary is always good. However, I'm not holding my breath for it being very varied. It'd be nice, but it never happens. Yet we all still love the game. Lastly, we have atmospheres, authenticity and regionalisation. With immersive atmospheres in FIFA 18, you'll see true regional differences based on which league you choose to manage in. Region-specific atmospheres, pitch-side fixtures, stadium-specific banners, high-def dynamic crowds and more come together to differentiate matches around the world. That was a long paragraph. Hear crowd chants building up to free kicks in Spain, Germany and Portugal, the booming voice of a North American PA announcer, new chants for the MLS and La Liga Santander teams, shrill whistling as goalkeepers run up to take goal kicks in Latin American regions. Experience the more intense atmosphere of big matches, including derbies, the latter rounds of cup competitions, and minnows against giant matches as your fans roar you on. Also, new broadcast overlays in La Liga Santander and the MLS, along with new presentation graphics in the Premier League, add more depth to your experience. These are all cool additions, and I think it offers a lot more variety for the players who play career mode in different leagues. However, I've always been an English league player myself, so I'll only really experience this when it's in the European matches, but it's something I am looking forward to seeing. I really hope they do capture the atmosphere of big matches. That's something that's been really important, and it's really been one of my biggest criticisms of the previous titles. A goal in a match against Barnsley to finish mid-table in the Championship is celebrated the same way as a winner in a cup final. That's what it's been before, and it's all very odd. The fact that you're going to have giant killing and the crowd reacting to this, I'm actually really excited for this, because goals should feel like they do in real life. If there's so much pressure and anxiety behind a huge goal, we should feel that in the crowd's reaction. It shouldn't all be stale. So I'm excited to see how this works. That's about it, guys. But finally, we have some more information on career mode, actual official information. I'm very much looking forward to getting my hands on FIFA 18. I really want to know what you think though. Have EA made enough changes to this career mode to get you excited? If not, what did you want to see? Let me know in the comments. Also, in the comments today, I will be obviously doing a FIFA 18 career mode when it comes round. I have got many episodes into a FIFA 17 Sheffield Wednesday career mode. If you haven't seen that, you should go check it out on the channel. Make sure you subscribe, have a look at it. But I want to know, where do you guys want me to go next? FIFA 18 is obviously going to be really interesting for career mode. Do I do a proper road to glory? Do I go to a championship club again, try and get them all the way to absolute glory? Do I go lower, or do I go to a Prem team? What sort of content would you like to see on the channel? I know a lot of you would like me to go Sheffield Wednesday again. Don't think that's going to happen for a little while. I want to start with a different team. So let me know in the comments, who would you like to see me play a career mode with? And you never know, it just might happen. And obviously I'm making more videos like this. These replace my Let's Plays, so if you're here this weekend, I know it's probably not a weekend, this has gone up, to see a Let's Play, Let's Plays will be back. However, if information comes out about FIFA, I like to jump right on that, make a video about it. That's what I've made a video about this week. There should be a career mode. It'll either be live or recorded. Sheffield Wednesday career mode this weekend, it's going up. If it's not that weekend, there's probably a lot more videos on the channel, so you should check them out too. But I am getting a lot of good feedback from you guys about these videos, so I just want to keep making them. I hope you enjoy the FIFA 18 update videos and you're excited about the game as I am. But for now, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, do all those things, and keep watching right here on DexterityBox.